Hello, welcome moms, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, thank you so much for stopping through. We hope you enjoy your stay here and that you come back so you could be a part of this at least twice a week. Hello. Um, oh, and to give you an idea of what we do. So basically, we're a bunch of moms that come up here to discuss different topics and we like to share. Well, I like for you to share because I'm sharing with you the topic. I'm kind of facilitating the conversation. I'm putting it out there and then I'll give you my take on whatever the topic is. But the real discussion I want to happen down in the comments because I only have my perspective and I do try to share what I've heard from other parents and things like that, other moms. But the channel is really supposed to be for you guys to get down in the comments and share and just kind of give each other support, encouragement, information. That's the gist of the channel in a nutshell. Excuse me. Today's topic is a little not so upbeat, not so, I don't know, happy, but it's something that I felt like I should come up here and talk a little bit about because I know there's lots of moms that are entering into this Mother's Day week, end or week or month or whatever. They're entering into it without a mom. So I'm just jumping right in, guys. That's the topic for today. For those of you that have your moms still here, they are still alive, you are able to share and you're able to do things with them. You're able to get the words of encouragement and the love and the support that you need from them. You can still listen. I don't want you to feel like, oh, well, I don't need to, watch this episode, this video, or whatever. Because there's always information that we can get, if not for ourselves, then we can get it for someone else. So, I'm always about loving yourself, being good to yourself, taking care of yourself while you do that to other people and for other people. But don't forget yourself. So this is one of those things that you could share some of the information, or you could be thinking about someone that may be one of your friends, a coworker, a family member that are experiencing this whole Mother's Day without a mom thing, and especially if it has been recent that they've lost their mom. So you stay on. I won't be up here long, so it won't be long. So stay with us. Stay with us. So basically, a couple of videos ago, I was talking about how we moved my mother-in-law closer to where we live, well, actually in our neighborhood, so that we could be, she could be closer and we could help her as needed. We could spend more time with her. We could just be there as she's getting older. And it prompted me to think about how I don't have my mom, so I don't have that as an option anymore, to move my mom closer or to, help her as she gets older. I don't have that, but it made me start to think about that and to reflect on how we need our moms. A lot of times, a lot of us still feel like we need our moms, even, as we're getting older or whatever, and even as we're moms and have our own families and children that we're raising, but we still need, our mothers or that mother figure. So that was a video I did a couple, days ago. Excuse me, a couple of videos ago. If you need to go back and look at that one, it's titled, I think, "Do I Still Need My Mom?" or something like that. If you want to check that one out. But anyway, so that had me thinking about my mom and how she's been gone for, we're about year 7 now. We're approaching this will be the 7th year in June. So, anyway, Mother's Day is here now. And that's all we are bombarded with on TV. We go into the different stores. You have the whole aisle of things. It's just a lot. With us being a mom, of course, we're trying to take it in because we're being celebrated. This is our special time. But then there's a part of us that also we're acknowledging our mothers. So if your mom is here now, you're probably shopping for her. You're going to be doing dinner with her, taking her out, sending her flowers. Having the kids, make something for Nana, Mima, Grandma, Nene. What's the Grandma? Whatever it is that your children call your mom, or that person that is walking in that that mom. You know, it may not be your biological mom that birthed you, but the person that is um, mom for you, to you, you know, that fulfills the things that a mother would do. The mother role, basically, that person. Now you're prepping for her. Well, what about us that don't have that person? So again, I'm not going to stretch it out because I'm not trying to get us all emotional or anything, but I don't want to miss the opportunity because there could very well be some moms that don't have their moms that are feeling overlooked, unseen, unheard. You know, I'm big on that. I want you guys to feel and to know that someone cares, someone is thinking about you. So you see other people with their moms, you know, other people shopping for their moms, preparing to celebrate their moms, and you don't have one. So I just want to acknowledge that. I just want to acknowledge that we hear you, we see you, I hear you, I see you, I understand how it feels to go into yet another Mother's Day season without your mom. And it's actually kind of bittersweet, you know, because it's like we go in on the sweet side because we're being celebrated. You know, I always tell you guys I'm all here for us celebrating. But there is a part of some of us, because I say some because I don't want to speak for everyone. So I guess I speak for myself. There's a part of me that longs for my mom, you know, and this time is a time to reflect on mothers and what they did for us. I mean, I had an awesome mom, an awesome mom. I had a great childhood. Yeah, you know, we weren't rich. We didn't live in big fancy houses. We didn't drive big fancy cars, any of that. And not knocking any of that. Like if you're blessed and that's how you were raised, you could have had nannies. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying that for me, when I say I had a great childhood and that I was blessed, I'm not talking about just material things. I did not want for anything. You know, I was fed, clothed, you know, housed, you know, all the above. But we were just regular people. And I did have a single mom. My dad died when I was 5. But anyway, she did an awesome job. So, you know, I often think about her and I often reflect on the values, you know, and the morals and the things that she was able to instill in me that I am trying my best to instill in my children. So let me get up because the more I talk about it, now I'm starting to feel away. But because I already kind of feel away, sometimes around either my birthday, usually my birthday or her birthday or Mother's Day for some reason. Those are sometimes triggering times for me. If I'm just transparent, you know, for a moment. But anyway, so yeah, so let me get it together. So what I'm up here to do? What I'm up here to do? I'm up here to just first of all let you know that I see you. I want to acknowledge your feelings, and that it's okay. I don't care if your mom passed 10 years ago. I don't care if you never knew your mom and you've always had this longing or this ache for her. I just want to encourage you to be okay with those feelings and to maybe do something. Now here's that positive. You know, I try not to get us down and not bring us back up. So let's spin it. Let's spin that thing. Let's bring it around. What do you want to do? Take some time. Think of her. You can honor her. You may want to share with your children. You may want to look at some old photos. You may want to do something that you know she used to love to do. You know? Me, I'm going to the cemetery. You know, I'm going to drop down. I haven't decided exactly what day yet, but I got some things in mind. But I'm going to go to the cemetery. I'll go. I haven't been in a while. Ooh, I don't know last time I've been. I try to go at least a couple times a year. But I'll go and I'll just kind of sit. I'll kind of look at it. You know, I'll reflect. And usually I'll even clean off like her headstone. And I'll clean it off. And I'll put, like for Mother's Day, I'll put some fresh flowers. Well, I usually do the fake flowers because, you know, hello, it's outside. But I'll do some fresh fake flowers, you know. But anyway, but that's something that I do. My sister, it's only my sister and I, will probably go together. And that's like a special bond that we share. You know, that was our mom, you know. We can understand each other because we both, you know, lost her. We're both living without her. So anyway, so we'll meet there and we'll probably do lunch or something afterwards. So what I'm basically saying to you is it's okay to have a little moment. during this happy, joyous Mother's Day occasion, it's okay to have a moment to reflect on your mom. It really is. And then you can do with that what you want. If that is, like I said, going to the cemetery, for me, that's what I'm going to do, and put a flower down and kind of sit, because that's where, that's where you go do that. If hey, some people were cremated, so you may have something else that you do. But whatever it is, I just want to encourage you to not run from it, to not neglect, those feelings. They are valid feelings. That was your mother. That is your mother. It was, is, a. That is valid. You have your feelings, but then just try to take control of it by doing something with those thoughts and feelings. Let's be constructive. So, if you want to engage the kiddos, like I said, and going down memory lane, showing them some pictures of Nana, um, what do we say? Nana, Mima, me, uh, grandma, whatever. If you want to help them to remember her, by doing that. But whatever it is, at the end of the day, I just want you to have had a moment to reflect on your mom, as well as having time to be celebrated as a mom. Okay? I just want you to acknowledge the whole you, the whole you on Mother's Day. And that's a part of that emotional, that spiritual, the other parts of you that we don't want to neglect. I try to hit on all the things: physical, emotional, social, all these different things that we have to live this balanced life, and to be healthy and happy and fulfilled. That's one of them. So I hope you guys are having a great time this week as we continue to prepare for our Mother's Day. Mother's Day, Mother's Week, what I say, Mother's Day, Mother's Week, Mother's Month, Mother's Weekend. However you have decided to do it with your family, just do it. Make sure that you are celebrated. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm getting out of here. I've taken us up, down, all around. So I'm going to wrap this thing up. I hope that something I said was a blessing to you. I hope that something I said made you feel better. Okay? I hope it made you feel better. And if you're one of those people that stuck with me to the end and you watched this, but you have your mother, I hope that we said something that you could be encouragement to someone else, right? So that's what it's all about, loving on each other. So I'm going to stop right there. Please share this. Share this with a friend. Share this with a coworker. Share this with another mom that you know. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, so that we can get more subscribers. We get more moms in here, and the chats can be more lively, hopefully. Okay? All right, guys, continue to enjoy your week. Be good to yourself, be good to others, and I will be talking to you guys real soon. All right, bye-bye.